Are you ready to automate your Twitter feed in 15 minutes or less? I'm going to show you today how to get a Twitter feed that looks just like this one with no additional work from you. You can actually automate your Twitter feed to look just like this with the pictures and everything, with new content all the time, a one-time 15-minute setup, and you can have the Twitter feed that brings in followers and hits day after day. So here we go. Our secret for automating Twitter and making it look amazing is called If This Then That, IFTTT.com. You can sign up for free, yes, absolutely free, and a quick 15-minute setup. So If This Then That is an amazing product. If you've not heard of it, you should definitely check it out. There's a few setup things you need to do and a few terms that you need to know. The first term is recipes. So they call all of these recipes. So basically it's if one thing, then another thing. So this one is a recipe. If Instagram, then Facebook page. So if you post something to Instagram, it goes to your Facebook page. There are recipes for everything, from automating your email to automating your social media. This is amazing. If you want to, you could pin your new WordPress post to your Pinterest board automatically. It just would happen. You can upload a tweet every time you post a new YouTube video. There are recipes for tons of things. This is an amazing thing to use for Twitter, however, and something that I've used to automate my Twitter feed and make it that gorgeous Twitter feed with tons of pictures. And I do absolutely nothing other than just set this up one time. So we're going to take a look at what recipes I have going. Number one, and you can look at tons of different ones, but these are the ones I use to automate my Twitter feed. The first one is posting from WordPress to Twitter with an image. So every time I create a new post in WordPress, it uploads to Twitter with an image. So we're going to find one of those on my page here. And I upload a lot to Twitter. So here's one. It does hashtag new, does the title of the post, and then it has a shortened URL. And if you click that URL, it's going to go directly to my blog. And I did nothing but set up this recipe, and it does it every single day, and it uploads a picture. So this recipe, you can turn it off here, which obviously it's on, and you can check it to see if it's working. Like if you change your password or something, that would be where you would fix that. And so this is recipe ID 290152280, and I'll leave that up for a minute. That's a great way to search here in this search bar if you want to find exactly the recipe I'm using. There's so many different recipes on If This Then That. That should be very helpful in finding the one that is exactly what you need. You will need to connect your blog and your Twitter in this case. So for each recipe, you will need to connect the accounts that go with those. And you can do that in your settings, or you can do that. I think it'll ask you when you try to turn on a recipe. And it tells you under the recipe how it's going to work. So it's going to post hashtag new, the post title, and the post URL, and then the image URL. And you can update that if you would like here. If you would like it to say something else like new post from me or something like that here, you can absolutely change it up to say something you would like and click update. Go back to my recipes. The next one is if Instagram, then Twitter. You know, on Instagram, you can click that tweet button when you do a new Instagram, but how many of you forget to do it and you're like, oh no, I forgot to do it. What am I going to do now? I just have it automatically doing it. And we can look at an example. So this was one of my Instagrams, and it has the hashtags I used on Instagram, and it links out again with a shortened URL, and it pulls up my Instagram. And then they can follow me on Instagram if they would like, which I would love if they would. So that recipe, again, we'll pull this up. So that's if Instagram, then Twitter. And it posts It's recipe here, 290-14796. Post your Instagram pics on Twitter as a picture, not a link. This is like really important when you're looking for recipes. When it says posting to Twitter as a picture, be sure it says that on each of these recipes that you pull up. You really want your Twitter feed to be this amazing feed, just like your Facebook feed or your Instagram feed. You want it to look really good. And I found that this right here is the best way to do that. All right, we'll go to the next one. And this is the most important one for me. If Facebook page image post, then Twitter image post. So I schedule tons of content in my Facebook page, trying to get in that Facebook algorithm. Why not use that twice? So this is recipe 290-14725. And what I found with some of the recipes for Facebook was that they pulled everything I posted to Facebook. And sometimes I play around and I just post, a link to Facebook without uploading a picture, to try to trick that algorithm and get some more views on my Facebook post. But I don't want those going to Twitter. This is the recipe that does that for you. If a Facebook page image post, then a Twitter image post. So it only pulls those posts that are posted to my Facebook page as an image into my Twitter stream and pulls them as an image. And that's what the majority of these posts are. This post is totally pulled from my Facebook page. And it pulls with what I had posted on Facebook, the image I had posted on Facebook, and then a shortened URL, which is the if this then that URL. And the amazing thing about that is it directs them right to the URL I put on Facebook. It does not pull them to my Facebook page. It really looks like a post that I, scheduled specifically for Twitter, but it's not. This one, I make these little quote graphics for my Facebook page every week and spend tons of time doing it. So I reuse those on my Twitter page just with that recipe. It's a Facebook image post, so it comes over to Twitter as an image post. It pulls it right as an image, so there's no link. And then it just has what I typed on my Facebook page. It has that right there. This one, again, it is an image post, and it pulled what I had typed on Facebook right to there. You click that image, you click that link, and guess what? It goes right to my blog. So I'm getting blog traffic, and I did not schedule that specifically for Twitter. I scheduled it for Facebook. I'm looking for that Facebook juice, but I'm getting the Twitter juice at the same time. All by setting if this then that up, 15 minutes, seriously, and you can set this up to pull all these for your Twitter feed. I also have it just pulling, if I upload a YouTube video, just sending out a tweet. Of course, that can't be an image, but I do have it doing that as well. There are other ones, I am sure. These are the ones I use specifically to populate my Twitter feed. You can absolutely head up here, search if this then that for Twitter, and pull up tons of more other recipes, and you can look through those. I would just caution you to make sure that they are posting as a Twitter picture and not just as a tweet. I really think that pictures are the way to go on Twitter to really make your profile look as good as possible. So I would caution you to look at each of these and make sure that it is the type of post you want to put on Twitter. You want your Twitter to be automated, but you also want it to look amazing. And this is seriously the way to do it. So those recipes I pulled up for if this then that, check those out and use them if you would like to, and hopefully they will work on improving your Twitter following and your hits to your blog just like they have mine. Be sure to check out bloggoals.com and sign up for our email and get tons of information over the next few weeks about different ways to help your blog. We're also launching an amazing blog course April 1st, and I'm sure you'll want to check that out if you want to grow your blog even further. We will have tons of information on how to do that. So for right now, head out, automate your Twitter feed, make it look awesome, and report back and let us know how it works.